fire was low, the room was warm, your coat still hanging by the door. We spoke of dreams in quieter ways than we had dared the night before.
You folded letters you never sent, like they were prayers you learned to keep. I watched the window change its mind between the dark and almost light.
We loved in pieces gently placed, so nothing precious had to break. We gave our youth to what we hoped and saved our hearts for something true. Not every wish was meant to stay, not every love was meant for two. But there were mornings we still owed to kindness, work, and seeing through the quiet things we learned to be before the world decided who. The kettle sang, the floorboards creaked, the house remembered every name. I learned that wanting isn't wrong, it just wears patience like a flame.
I thought that love would rescue us from all the lives we'd have to choose. But time has hands that shape us still, no matter what we try to lose.
We didn't fail, we simply grew into the truths we couldn't move. We gave our youth to what we hoped and saved our hearts for something true. Not every wish was meant to stay, not every love was meant for two. But there were mornings we still owed honesty and seeing through the quiet strength we learned to hold when dreams asked less than what we knew. We rose and did what must be done. I left the notebook open, didn't write a single line. The page and I agreed, tonight we'd both be fine. The city sounds like breathing through a window barely wide. Nothing's really broken, nothing's really right. There's nothing left to finish, nothing waiting at the end. If I stay here long enough, the night will be my friend. Thought I'd need a reason to sit but the clock just keeps moving without asking me to change. There's nothing left to finish, no answer I should find. If I don't move forward, I don't fall behind. I turn the light down slowly, let the hours pass me by. If morning comes without me, that's alright. We learned how to set the table without waiting for a guest, how to keep our voices steady when we didn't know what's next. We learned which doors to close at night, which ones not to name. Some dreams work better quietly when no one's asking why they stayed. We weren't brave in loud ways, but we stayed. These are the things we learn quietly, not from winning, not from loss. How to carry what we wanted without counting what it cost. We didn't leave, we didn't stay, we just kept moving on with the things we learned quietly before the needing was all gone. We learned how to walk together without knowing where it led, how to let the future change us without calling it regret. We didn't say it plainly, but we knew these are the things we learned quietly in the spaces in between. How to hold a life with patience and still know what might have been. We didn't choose the easy truth or the beautiful wrong, just the things we learned quietly that taught us how to go on. If you ask me what it was, I'll say we tried our best and learn the rest quietly. Quietly. I kept the radio
kept the radio low, just enough to hear the tune. The road knew where I was going, even when I didn't too. The fields were turning amber, dogs asleep in every yard. I passed the house we almost bought, didn't slow down, didn't stop. I'm not lonely like before, I just notice it more now. Every mile feels longer when there's nothing left to doubt. I buy the same old groceries, talk to folks I barely know. They ask me how I've been lately, I say fine and let it go. I'm not lonely like before, I don't wait around somehow. I keep the radio low, let the evening work it out. If your song comes on tonight, I won't change it, I won't cry. I'll just drive until it ends and keep going after that. The light is on, but barely there. A cup of tea gone cold somewhere. I write your name, then let it fade like pencil marks I never say. The clock keeps breathing on the wall. I hear it, but I don't move at all. I'm still awake, no one knows, not sad enough to let it go, not brave enough to call you home. So I just stay quiet on my own.
The window hums with distant cars. The city hides behind the dark. I tell myself this night will end, but nights don't listen, they just bend.
Another thought I won't defend, another almost never sent. I'm still awake like no one knows. I fold my words like cold clothes. If I don't say it, it won't hurt. If I stay still, it might work. The light stays on, I let it be. Morning can find what's left of me.
The porch light stayed on after 10, like someone might be coming back. I parked the truck across the street, listen to the engine crack. There's dust on everything I know. Even my name feels secondhand. I thought I'd leave this town by now, but here I am, still where I stand. I don't miss you like I used to. I just miss how things were said, the quiet way you'd say my name, like it was something we still had. The bar's still closing way too late. Same old song, same old floor. I drink slow just to feel the time slip through what we were before. I don't miss you like I used to. I don't wait outside your door, but the porch light stayed on tonight, like it's asking me for more. Turned the truck around the block, didn't stop, didn't look ahead. The light'll burn itself out someday, just not yet.
The room didn't ask me how I feel. It just stayed quiet, kept things real. A chair lamp, the same old floor. Nothing here wants anything more. My phone lights up, then changes its mind. I read the same line again, again. There's comfort in not being seen, in places where I've never been. I don't need answers tonight, just somewhere I don't have to explain. If I sit here long enough, even the pain learns my name. I thought I'd feel it when you left. Some kind of sound, some kind of sign, but loss is just a softer air. You breathe it in and call it fine. I don't need answers tonight. I don't need the truth to stay. If I keep the light this low, nothing goes through. I don't need answers tonight. I don't need the truth to stay. If I keep the light this low, nothing has to go away. The room didn't ask didn't.
You always speak like you've rehearsed, every word in perfect place. I wonder what you'd sound like if you forgot your good restraint.
You smile as if you're listening, but never say too much. I've learned to read the pauses where your meaning almost was.
We circle truth like it's improper to say it out too loud.
If we were less polite,
maybe I'd have known.
if I'd been less careful, I might have taken you home.
Instead we stand so nicely
On opposite sides of the room, wondering what love would do if we were less polite.
I hold the door, I hold my tongue.
I let the moment pass
Some feelings were a better suit.
when no one thinks to ask.
You look at me like
certainty,
but speaking borrowed grace, as if desire were a rumor you never dare to place.
we learned our manners far too well to ever misbehave.
If we were less polite,
Maybe we'd have tried.
if I'd risk offending you,
I wouldn't still be kind,
instead we trade our glances
like letters never sent, loving what we never meant. If we were less polite,
I don't know if you feel it too.
I do, I just don't say. If we were less polite, less certain, less composed, maybe we'd be something everyone already knows. But we bow instead of reaching and call it being right. So we leave the room unchanged, still perfectly polite.
Good evening.
Polite.
Good night.